Well, as COVID funds begin to dwindle, many larger school districts across Montana are facing uphill budget battles in the next coming months. Well, I decided to head to some of our rural public schools to see how they manage their funding and whether there are any tough decisions in the future. It's the end of another school week at Power Public School. It's a school like so many others, which looks a bit different thanks to 3 separate injections of COVID relief funding.
The future of the school is really what I think they keep at the forefront of their minds.
Piper is the school's principal and superintendent. She's referring to her business manager and board who allocated the over $400,000 in COVID funding the school received.
The board and the previous superintendent during 2020 made really great decisions, and they invested the money into the school infrastructure, updating the HVAC system.
In fact, the school has spent all their COVID money, including on a new vehicle and carpeting. A similar story can be found at Belt Public School.
When we got the funding, we really tried to focus more on some long-term fixes that we could do.
Belt School received $800,000 in elementary and secondary school emergency relief, or ESSER, injections from 2020 to 2023. They also have already invested all their pandemic funding in an HVAC system for the elementary school, new playground equipment, cafeteria sneeze guards, and improved access to technology by providing a 1-to-1 ratio of Chromebooks for students.
We did sit down and kind of comb through, okay, what are some needs and what fits the requirements, and what's going to help make a healthy environment and be better for kids.
But many districts in Montana are facing what Gaylord calls the COVID cliff, a sudden issue where programs and staffing previously funded by COVID injections can no longer be supported as funds trickle away.
We didn't really expand our staff a lot, which is probably what helps us post-COVID, is to not have those positions that were extra positions.
Piper says schools that did invest in personnel and programming rather than infrastructure did so at a risk.
You don't have anything to replace it, and so you have to either find another pocket of money, which good luck, or you've got to let go of employees.
That being said, larger schools and districts are always in a much higher need for staffing across the board, adding some validity to the decision, as alluded by Gaylord when it came time for his school to make COVID budget choices.
Our needs really came down to just that we don't have as many bodies.
According to the Office of Public Instruction, schools across Montana received over $605 million in COVID relief funding since 2021. Some larger districts still have reserve funding to utilize. The ESSER funding program concluded in September of 2024. Reporting from Belt and Power, Owen Skornickays, MTN News.